Excuse me. I just coughed the minute I get on camera. Sorry about that. How are we all doing today, or this evening, or this afternoon, or tonight, depending on where you are? Hope you're all well. So we are currently following Oreo Express, and the person below, I believe, is Master Grifter, and they are currently on their way to the Arizona border to check that out. So I wanted to kind of just go through really what's been happening and just what do you guys think? Um, how do you think it's been? I mean, I know it's Monday. It's a bit of a most people on a Monday will not be wanting to stream, but oh, my screen's going mental behind me. Let me just sort that out. But I just wanted to kind of share my thoughts on what I thought about the convoy because I've heard lots. I've watched lots of stuff over the weekend, saw lots of things, and I actually stopped streaming on day after day three. So on day three, what happened was it was getting a little bit intense, and the trolls were going mad on Zello, um, winding them up, and let me just change the visualizer in the background. Does that work? There we go. We've got something different. There you go. Yeah, the trolls were going mad in the background. They were causing loads of trouble. They were playing inappropriate songs over the airways. And you could tell that they'd been on the road a long time together. They were very tired. There were a lot of sort of different people that wouldn't normally be together, I think, is probably where I'd be with that. And it's like any group, if there's a bunch of you together for such a long time, then after a while, you are going to get pretty sick of one another. Um, and I just thought, you know what? I don't know what I'm bringing to the table by sharing any more than I already was. The first night was the one that I had the most sort of engagement with. And I think personally, that was the day when, because there was Tommy Temper, I think, was another guy that was streaming, and we were all pretty busy. And I think it did well. It did well, and it got, it was getting out there. There's loads of people that I've watched and subscribed to their channels, um, like Oreo Express. You've got First Responder Media. I'm trying to think now. Glory B, she's hilarious. Soup Mama, she's good fun. JLI Investigates, and the list goes on. And so I'm going to unpack how I feel about it. And I don't know if you guys think the same or not. But initially, very excited to stream what was going on because I thought, hey, this is going to be like the Freedom Truckers all over again, which it kind of was. That first day was like that. But I think the media kind of painted it as being like the Canada one. And this one was so different from that one. And actually, that wasn't a bad thing. I thought that was a pretty good thing. It kind of had a different goal. So the Canadian one was very specific and had a specific goal, where this one was about getting people together and actually getting to the border and to shed light on what was going on down there. Now, I'm on the other side of the world. I don't know anything really about what's going on at the border. I know bits and bobs because I've been told stuff, and I know somebody who works at on the border. But I've not. It's not something like I'm in any kind. I haven't spoken to them for a long while, so I don't think there were. I think the media were trying to paint it in a way. And what really sparked my interest in it was that there was a lot of hate from the media towards these guys, and it was kind of painted in a really negative way. And they painted it as there's going to be 700,000 trucks. I don't know where they got that figure from, because I know these guys didn't say it, but they they were so negative towards them that it just kind of made me want to go and do streaming and restream these guys even more. So that's why I came on, because I just thought, well, if you're making that much of a noise to try and stop these people, they're obviously doing something that is good, because that's exactly what happened with the Canadians. So watched a lot, watched these guys, saw them doing their thing, and on the whole, they were. I think it was peaceful. I think it brought a lot of positive. Um, I certainly have learned more about the border. If somebody in the well, a lot of my friends over the weekend were like, "Man, I saw you doing that stuff about the border. What's it about?" And I was able to tell them. They're like, "No, I didn't realize that was the thing." And I was like, "Yeah, yeah, yeah, that's the thing." And they were like, "Man, that's crazy." And I was able to give them a kind of synopsis of what was going on, and I didn't have that before. So it's definitely, I'm just one of a few, and the amount of views, if you look at all the views of all the streamers and everybody, they've got hundreds of thousands of views between them. They're not all the same people. If you go in the chats, there's a lot of different ones. The trolls were out in force, which kind of also just kind of reinforces my position. That was a very cool vehicle, whatever that was on the trailer of that truck. And I got very distracted. They were out in force, and they were desperate to stop these guys or cause trouble, or just be a general pain in the ass. Which it just, I think the problem is they don't realize that they're just reinforcing. If you want somebody to stop doing something, if you troll them, all they're going to do is want to do that thing even more, because it just reinforces their position that you guys are a bunch of idiots. And hello, mate. How you doing? How you doing? I'm just talking about what I kind of the summing up of what's happened. I think overall, uh, I think it was really positive. They went then to this ranch. They set up various stalls. They had a band. They had people talking. It was quite moving. Some of the stories. Um, it was it was really good. And I think by the end, that was the other thing. A lot of people were going, "Well, there's no trucks. There's no trucks." Well, does it matter? Like, this is another thing. The truck is a symbol of power, isn't it? I guess, and I would say in many cases it's a symbol of blue collar, or in the UK you'd say working class. But I don't think you needed big semis doing that. I think with the vehicles that they had loads of big pickup trucks, there were loads of cars, there was everything. And actually, you had a real cross section of who was there. Like, it was a cross section of the people that care. No matter, they were old, they were young, they were in between. There were these guys called Adam from the Beta Boys. Um, he was once a Democrat who kind of started to think differently. He had a really nice, open, um, like, he wanted to hear both sides of the story, and he'd seen how fake it could be on one side. And I would say the same on. I'm very much like that. I think there's stuff on the right wing that I know people spout that isn't true. It's like, what do you call it, the Mandela effect. And then I hear on the left, and we've got to find a middle ground. Otherwise, the future for our civilization is not really great. And I like the fact that we had different people talking, different narratives. Not everybody in the convoy was the same. Some were really religious, like Glory B. You can tell she loves the Lord. And then you have others that I won't name them, that just they don't have faith, but they understand, that this was an important thing. LR says, yes, quite positive. I see they are progressing with the movement. Yeah, it seems like they're moving on down to Arizona, which is pretty cool. Apparently, and I've only heard this in the chat, that they're being tailed at the moment by somebody in a black vehicle, who they think is like an extremist from the other side. I don't know how true that is, but I don't know whether they were joking. They might have been joking. I don't know. It might have been an inside joke. Marantha, how are you? Hello, nice to see you. I hope you're doing all right. I love Tommy. Tommy's a lucky man. How you doing? Marantha says, lucky Tommy. Hi, exactly. Yeah, somebody loves Tommy. Tommy's a loved man. LR saying hello to everyone. Chunky123 ABC. Hello. Hi, Chunky. How you doing? I'm pretty chunky as well. It's just how we roll. So yeah, overall, I think the live stream, I think the convoy was hugely successful in getting people talking, and it made it to the news in the UK. And if it made it to the news in the UK, it's probably made it around other parts of the world. Australia, I'm sure, New Zealand. We in our stream, we had people from Germany, we had people from France, Austria, Australia. We did have a New Zealander in at one point, and loads from all over America, a whole ton of Canadians. And yeah, we were all rooting for these guys. And the convoy by the end of it was like 7 miles long. When they all joined up, it was massive. And when they got to the ranch, they couldn't even park them all up. There were that many vehicles, and you should have seen it when they rolled in. The people that came out to see him and to greet them was amazing. And I didn't stream that because I didn't want to take away from what was happening. I felt like I wasn't really adding any value at that point. I've been watching some JLR at the border. Good coverage. Yeah, he's very good. He is very good. If you haven't checked it out, he's called JLR Investigates. If you put that on YouTube, you'll find him straight away. Chunky123 ABC, can you shout me out? There you go. That's your shout out. Thanks, Chunky, for tuning in. Yeah, so overall, my thoughts are that it's been really good. And I think they have established certainly some of their goals. Now, there were other things I saw bandied about, that they were grifters. I think it was evangelicals grifting for money and stuff like that. So my personal thoughts on that are, there are evangelicals that grift for money. That there's absolutely no doubt in my mind that happens. But these guys, it would have cost a fortune. I mean, even getting to where they've still got to get back again. So they've got that. They've got time off work. There's a lot of costs involved, and whatever they paid, like, to have that ranch, or there's a lot of stuff involved. So, and I'm sure if they're not grifting, they'll be very transparent in what they did with the money anyway. So I have no issue from that really on my part. The other side is, I know a lot of people were having a go at the streamers, saying that they were grifters and all that kind of stuff. But at the same time, they're self-funded. They're driving like thousands of miles. It costs money. It's putting wear and tear on their vehicle. They're live streaming. It's their job. That's what they've chosen to do. And I think that is fair enough. It's fair enough. And ultimately, if you don't have streamers, then you're not going to get your message out there. And YouTube's an amazing platform to get eyes onto what you're doing, because it's just so large. They did. I definitely think YouTube tried to suppress it after the first day, because I just couldn't find anybody's streams, even though I was subscribed. It was like they'd hidden it, but it didn't. I think because there's so many people looking for it, it soon kind of lifted. LR said, yeah, some folks were saying migrants are knocking on doors asking for money and stuff. In New York, that will get ugly pretty fast. Yeah, I can imagine in New York that wouldn't go down so well, would it? Really? Yeah, I mean that's the other thing. Yeah, I've heard that side of it is that the migrants are asking for money and things like that. I feel for other people that have come in, and they've worked really hard and they've had no government help, and then because of the way Biden is, he's opened it up. They're getting loads of help and loads of money, and everything's sorted. Um, I just think, I don't know. You kind of gotta have, you can't have one rule for one and one for another, and it kind of it will only bring resentment to the people who are um are working hard, and that's a big problem. I saw a I saw a short where a guy was, um it was at a town hall, and I think that was somewhere North America. Like when I say North America, I mean like New York kind of direction. And he was like, give me your money" at the end of this, or something along those lines at the end of the short. And it was basically like some sort of town council meeting where people had gone to say it's not fair, and he was like, "No, just give me your money." I just think, I think people like that won't last anyway, and not going back, because at some point that tap will get turned off because there's only so much money to go around. Um, but yeah, it makes a mockery of those that work hard, that pay their taxes, that have kids to mouths to feed, the single mums, single parents. I'll take my hat off to you guys. I don't know how you do it. The law is meant to protect Americans, and that needs to be enforced at the border first. Yeah, well, this is it, and that's certainly my takeaway from it. Um, is that it's got to be dealt with. We've got a similar problem in the UK. There are hotels upon hotels upon hotels filled with people that have crossed into the country illegally, and we're not really doing anything other than putting them in hotels. Um, and in some cases, it's warranted. These people genuinely should be here. In some cases, they shouldn't. A lot of the time, what's interesting is it's just young males. There's no women and children, or very few, which is strange. Um, yeah, and then in our case, quite often they've passed through multiple safe countries to get to us, so it's only for money, really. LR, my final thought. Go on then. What's your final thought? Was that your final thought? Because I feel like that's pretty poignant. I also think that, um, I think they did a good job, and I think, when I was watching the actual event, honestly, if I had more money, I would have jumped on a plane and gone to Texas, because I was like, that looks amazing. And I think they definitely did the right thing by doing the convoy. I don't think it's done any harm whatsoever. The only thing that is, in my mind, a little frustrating is that if you look at what's going on here, the timing of it is not great, because you've got the border as a big issue, but then Biden's, or whoever Biden controls Biden, is busy looking at dropping bombs and whatever over in Yemen, and they're looking at, he's very much driven by, or he seems to be at the moment driven by, foreign wars, as opposed to sorting out his own border. and I think the American people are going to be pretty fed up with that. Yes, that is LR's final thought. I'm with you. It's Tony Two Crow. Hello, mate. How you doing? Welcome. He's one of the channel members. You get that cheeky S. Nice to see you, man. Hope you're well. Yeah, we were just talking about the final thoughts of the convoy. It looks like they've gone to what do you call it? A choke and puke for a 10-100. Yeah. Tony, what are your thoughts on? Do you think the convoy's been good? Do you think it was the right thing to do? I think it was. I think overall, I think it's the right time. So we've had other massive, like the whole farmer thing in Europe has gone even further now. So I think for me, that's going to be interesting to see how that pans out. There's talk, certainly on Twitter with the guys I follow, there's talks about the UK guys protesting. The only thing about the guys in the UK, what they're saying is because we came out of Brexit, none of those rules have been kind of put to us. So we have been kind of left out of that. So if we had been in Europe as part of the European Union, then right now our guys would definitely be protesting. But that got way out of hand. I don't know if they were emboldened by the fact what the Americans were doing, but they went and stormed Brussels, Brussels is where kind of the unelected who make up all these rules go and cause trouble. So they've got this what's called 2030 agenda. Now, this is the other thing. I don't actually fully know what 2030 agenda is, and I really feel like I need to look into it a bit more in depth. I mean, I know what it is, but I don't know the intricacies of it. So I'm going to have a look at that. You might see me back on here following some dudes in a tractor at this rate. So yeah. LR says, the Nerd in Motion hosts a great chat. I'll be looking for some more great conversations here, Nim. Have a great day. Stay safe and God bless. LR, thank you so much as well for being such a fantastic mod. LR appeared right at the beginning. He was straight here. I gave him a spanner and the brother went to work. And yeah, mate, I am truly blessed to have people like you. Honestly, I am genuine. I'm not, I want to have a beer with you one day, mate. You are an absolute legend. So thank you, Ella. Absolute dude. Pretty unique. It was pretty unique, yeah. What was cool about it is because it turned out not to really be a trucker convoy and it was just a mass convoy of people. I just thought that in many ways was more powerful than just a bunch of trucks. Hello, Jimmy C. How we doing, mate? You all right? How's the cold up there? We're meant to be getting snow this week. I bet you're already snowed up. Yeah, I think it's Thursday. Thursday, they're saying it's going to snow. I bought Micah a sledge to match Kobe's sledge at Costco, so he's now got one of them super fast ones, a snowstorm one, I think it's called. Yeah, snowstorm. Tony says, it was good to be aware on what's really going on. I was invited to sit in on the border in 2019 and watch everything unfold. No way, man. What did you think? Like, what do you think from 2019 to where it is now, Tony? Like, do you think by these guys doing this, it's kind of brought a bit more eyes onto what's going on? I mean, they went down, they didn't cause any trouble, they did their thing, and then they went, which was great. I think that was really good. Part of me to show the support for the Texans who live there that, hey, we haven't forgotten you. And I think that was really cool. I would love to have seen like loads of cars turn up and maybe go to Washington and just block the whole place up. But that's just me. And just stay there until they sort it. A beer indeed. Yes, mate. Definitely. definitely. Um, I'm a co-founder of All Patriots United, founder of APU Nevada chapter. Ah, no way, man. I didn't know that. Well, welcome. That's pretty cool. You have to keep me updated, Tony. You can always message me on my Instagram as well, and it's only me answering. So if you go to the Nerd in Motion Instagram, you can send me messages, and I will gladly chat to you. What's happening in Texas? Any updates? So DD basically, they've moved on now. So they've had their like rally over the weekend. It was mad. They had like a 7-mile long convoy by the time they went in, which was pretty awesome. And yeah, loads of people spoke. There was live music. There was worship music. There was like patriot songs. There was all sorts of stuff. It was really good. Yeah, and I watched. I mean, I've got 3 kids. I'm doing kids clubs and this, that, and the other, and sorting stuff out. But yeah, I thought it was. I thought it was really good. Tony says it got worsened. So yeah, from 2019 to now, yeah, 100%. So yeah, so DD, they've gone from Texas now, and now they're going to other places. So the guys are heading off to Arizona at the moment. So that's pretty crazy. Jimmy C says been -10 to -20, so that'll be Celsius as well for our American fans. Some weeks, but warmed up a bit recently. Now it's like walking on an ice rink. Yeah, I bet. Do you miss New York, Jimmy? Well, he's Jamie to me, but not Jimmy. But yeah, do you miss New York, or are you quite happy there? Yeah, I don't know. This popped up recently. And there was a video saying he apologized in court. I didn't watch it because you see stuff with his face on all the time. So I don't actually know. But Greta was in court recently in the UK for charges. So I don't know what that's about, because she did like a. Normally she gets all mad with the press, but she actually sort of stood there and mate had a bit of cardboard. Her bodyguards look pretty weak, I will say. But yeah, I don't know. I will find out though, DD. No Instagram. Ah, right, okay. I should really get. I've also got a Discord server. If you've got Discord, so yeah, I've got a Discord server if you want to go on there. Which is there should be, if you go to a few videos back there on normal videos, not lives, you'll find there should be a link there, or on the community tab there are some links on there as well. Here in America, it's pretty full of pedophiles. Yeah, that's why I'm not on TikTok. TikTok here it's meant for teenagers. So like when old ass men go on there, you've got to question yourself, what the heck are they on TikTok? Unless you're like promoting a business or a particular thing that you do. Like, I don't know, drinking beer because you promote beer, or I don't know, that you're an optician or something. I don't know, and you do special glasses for kids or something. I don't know, whatever. But yeah, I'm with you on that. So yeah, I think overall, yeah, I think it was positive. So yeah, they're off to. One thing I will say, Tony, is apparently Oreo was saying in his car that they're being followed by somebody at the moment. So yeah, I hope it doesn't go south, but I can't imagine them doing too well down there. I feel like it's very much a conservative area where there's a lot of guns. Not missing it too much. Obviously, miss my boys still there. Oh man, that must be hard. Oof, I don't know if I cope with that. Pros and cons, really, as you can imagine. Yeah, I get it, man. I get it. I really do. What's the beer like? Because I know the Finns. Have you tried? You're in Finland, aren't you? I'm sure you're in Finland. Am I making that up, or are you in Norway? I can't remember. Gosh, I'm in a senior moment now. Gosh, look how wide the roads are. That junction almost looks like the one from Cannonball Run where the Lamborghini is being chased by the Pontiac Firebird, and they go under that bridge. So yeah, I'm not really going to do much more on this video because I feel like I just wanted to do a very sort of short video and kind of bow out of it at this point unless I see something really amazing. What's Stephen saying? Stephen is saying, don't turn up to a counter protest in the UK with your Union Jack. You'll be arrested for waving your own country's flag, mate. That's where we've got to, isn't it? That's the sad bit about it, Stephen. It's disgraceful. Why? How is it a thing that if you wave the flag of the country that you live in makes you a racist, apparently, or a Nazi, or what else do they like to call you? A bigot, or you're a white supremacist, or I mean, it's all those things. You just, I mean, that's what we get called if you like your own flag in your country. It's just mental, absolute nonsense, if you ask me. Yeah, it's funny though. They've used those words and called us those names so much now that I think it's got to the point where I feel like the people that are getting called it are just don't care, and I think we're so used to hearing the people use that when their argument starts to show that it's flawed, and they go down and start saying all that stuff, that it's become kind of like, oh yeah, all right, okay. Back in the day, if you called somebody that and said that that's what they were, they'd be really upset. I feel like people now don't take a lot of notice. I just don't think they do. Hello, Jim. How you doing, man? You're right. I'm literally about to round this up. Sorry, man. Although I have got a beer in this fridge, but I don't know how cold it is. Let me have a look. It is. What have we got? I've got Juice Forsyth from Brew York. I mean, can I have a beer on a Friday on a Monday night? I don't know. Maybe. Right, in chat, if you want me to continue for a little bit, I'll crack the beer open. If you don't want me to continue, then say no. I don't mind either way. Yes, I'm in Finland. Yeah, I thought so. Beer scene's not too bad. No complaints from that perspective. No. I tell you what, you need to try. They do a drink. Is it? They call it the slow drink, and it's like a gin-based fruit kind of fizzy drink, and it is really, really nice. Really nice. There's a brewery that we met at Brew London, and they gave us. I think they're called Rock Paper Scissors, and they gave us a whole bunch of those, and so nice, really nice. And I swear down it's got salt in it as well. I feel like the drink's got salt in it. I might be wrong. I've heard the beer in Finland is expensive. I think everything's expensive in Finland, but then everything's expensive here, to be honest. Andrew Drew says, "Hey, hope your back is feeling better, mate. I've got my cushion. Andrew. I'm all right. This old man, I'm still going. Oh gosh, yeah. So today, my van that I've got like a big crew cab van. I took all the stickers off it last week and hurt my fingers, and then I had to buff all the panels. So, what you can't see off camera is there's like extension leads, buffing, G3 compound. There is polish. I bought some American polish, and I've got to say, where is it? No, it's not there. Oh, there it is. This stuff is awesome. So I don't know what it costs in America, but it's called Poor Boys World, and this is polish with carbon wax blue. So the blue, I think it's probably good for blue cars, but blue, black, it's not a big difference. But just smell that. Oh, did you smell that, guys? Go on. Give it a whiff. Smells just like bubble gum. Oh, it is just the nicest polish in the world to use. I absolutely love this. And I tell you what, using it, it brought the shine up on the paintwork after I'd taken it off and buffed it. It was like a mirror. Very good. And the beading is beautiful. So yeah, check that out. So I really enjoyed using that. Yeah, made in the USA. So yeah, check it out. Yeah, but my back is fine. The point I was making is I was up, down, up and down. I was listening to a Sean Ryan podcast today with, in fact, I'll tell you who it was I was listening to. So I was buffing away, got my earphones on, and I was listening to he was talking to, it was the Sean Ryan show, Dom Rasso, who is SEAL Team 6. It was fantastic. It's a 5-hour 37 podcast. So I smashed that today. So that was fun. Well into it now. So yeah, my back is a little achy, so I'm very glad for this cushion. Marantha says, sorry, I was offline for a few minutes. I'm back, doing okay, thank you. I'm just deciding, Marantha, do I open this one beer? I've got one beer, and I can't make my mind up if I want to have it or not. Yes, it's called Loncero Gin, long drink. That's it, not short drink. Oh, John, it's so old. RPS Brewing product. A lot of good stuff. Yeah, they do. Really nice. They're so much fun, those guys. Honestly, Jamie, they are hilarious. Really good guys. Price is about the same as New York. Yeah, I thought it might be. Tim Fromboys, no pun intended. Try Fromboys. Fromboys? Poor boys. Poor boys. Yeah, the website's called www.poorboysworld.com. I don't know if you can. There you go. It smells amazing. My sniffer must not be working. I couldn't smell it. Look, really, I'll just let me just. There you go. Look, can you? Maybe I put a bit of the polish. There you go. Look, there's a bit of the polish. Just give it a whiff. There you go. Oh, any luck? Did you smell that all right? Oh, so good. So I'd wear that as aftershave if it wasn't polish. That'd be an odd thing. Why do you smell of bubblegum? I wear it as an aftershave. Jim wants me to have a beer. You know what? Let's have a beer. Let's have a celebratory beer. Let me finish this water off. So this is from a brewery in the UK called Brew York, from York, the very York, and it's about a guy called Bruce Forsyth, and this is called Juice Forsyth. See what they did there. Pun on intended. So we'll give that a little. Hope that's ASMR enough here. Oh, it smells good. Smells of bubblegum. Oh, it's on the end. Oh, wow. That tastes like umbongo, which means nothing to you guys because you're American. It was a drink, a fruit tropical drink called umbongo. And the advert was umbongo, they drink it in the Congo. And there was a big song about it. But it tastes like umbongo. Very nice. That's entirely up to you, I guess. Marantha, I was looking for you to egg me on, so there was like more than one person. Bubblegum, indeed. Bubblegum polish. That's pretty awesome. Sniff. Burnt toast. Really? You got burnt toast from that? I don't know what to say. I did burn my grilled cheese a few minutes ago. Ah, that would do it. That would do it. That would definitely do it. Yeah, can't. Oh, what did I have for dinner? I had mashed potato, um, sliced red onions with some sort of fancy herbal sauce stuff. A The only thing I could it was like a chicken, and then we had this dip, which was like an Argentinian sort of. I don't even know what you would call it. Like a, you just spoon it on, drizzle it on like a glaze, and it was lovely, really nice, really nice, yummy, and I was full at the end, which is hard when you're a fat guy like me. What's the temperature at? Let's have a look. It is currently running 65, 65 Fahrenheit. It's not too bad here, actually. So we're meant to get snow by the end of the week. Thursday, it's meant to be horrendous. Jimmy C's sending some of the stuff down from Finland for us. So we're at the moment we're in a high pressure area, and then we've got basically right above us all the stuff from the Arctic, and it's making its way down. But there's a weather front that's coming up off the Atlantic that's going to crash into it, and basically we're going to have loads of snow. So they're saying the temperature will be 5 degrees, so I don't think it'll stick around too long. Is my guess. Well, today they delivered my table for the kitchen, and my chairs are on the way. I can't wait. Nice, very nice indeed. It's a good feeling, isn't it, when you get your new table? So our last table was a cast off from somebody else, and we had that table for probably 8 years. I would have thought something like that. And we've given that to somebody else who really wants it because it's like an old farmhouse table. So our old house was 120 something years old. Our new house was brand new. So we really felt the table looked a bit odd. So then we went to IKEA and we got one in the bargain section for about 60 quid. But the chairs we bought, not so good. We really need better chairs. But, you know, chairs are important, especially when you've got 3 kids. That they don't show all the marks, and these ones we bought show all the marks. Who makes the best brown sauce? HP, no doubt. We bought some Daddy's sauce the other day. It's nowhere near. It's just not. It's like it's all right, but you're being mugged off. It's not the real deal. The proper stuff is your HP brown sauce. Gotta be. In fact, one of my boys, he's only 10, and he loves brown sauce that much. In the van, when I used to take him to work with me quite a lot, I would always have a bottle of brown sauce that he could put on his food because he loved it so much. Oh, Micah. Yes, I haven't had one of my own for 20 years. Wow. Yeah, it's funny, isn't it? It's exciting. What, have you just moved out or you got your own place? Or do you mean like me where all the stuff, our furniture is just cast offs that nobody else wants? Um Heinz 57, A1, I'm not sure I know that. Heinz 57. So there used to be 57 varieties, didn't it? But they've got obviously loads, more than 57 now. Those are both good, Jim. I've been here 2 years. I'll show you the brown sauce that we have. Are they mugging you off in America with knockoff brown sauce? What is the world coming to? One-handed typing. Ignore me. Right. Images. That one right there. Oh, it's making me want a bacon sandwich. So present. It's got absolutely nothing to do with what we're doing, but I feel like we're on a journey together. So brown sauce. That is the one that you want. And if you look, it's got the crest on it from the royal family. That is the one that you want. You can have this one here, which we've currently got in our fridge, but it's just not as good. HP all the way. Yeah, hope that helped. I've been here 2 years. Oh, right. Okay, fair enough. My last table is before I got divorced. Oh, been there as well, done that one. Cost me $400 for them. Holy smokes, that's a lot of money. They better be good. Wow. HPAK Highway Patrol here in the States. Yeah, it's got nothing to do. It's Houses of Parliament. If you look on the bottle, I'll go back to that picture again. Let me get a better picture. Yeah, if you look, there's the picture of the Houses of Parliament on there. And I don't know why. I don't know what the actual story is behind it, but it's been like that since I've been a kid. But that is proper brown sauce. Brown sauce. Very nice. They're nice. Okay. So $400 well spent then. That's the way to do it, isn't it? So the question is, are they still being chased, these guys? So what would you do if you're being followed by somebody? What should you do? Say, in my mind, if you're being followed by somebody, you want to get to a nice public area. So the more public, the better. The more people about, the better. No back streets or anything like that, unless you're armed and you want to shoot them. Highway patrol in town. I don't know. Awesome! It's available at Amazon. Get some bought. Get some bought. It is completely different. Have you ever had Coleman's English mustard? That's another thing you want to try. It's bright yellow and it's like nothing like the American mustard at all. It's like somebody's taken that and put ghost pepper chilies in it. It is wild. That stuff's good. I love it as well. I put way too much on. Makes my back of my tongue like go. My mum always used that brown sauce. No way. That's crazy. Just keep me in your thoughts. Surgery next Tuesday. Ah, bless you, brother. Well, we'll pray that you do well, mate. I hope it all goes well for you. It's never fun. Never fun. Worcestershire sauce. Worcester. I love it. That Italian guy. Worcestershire sauce. Yeah, Worcestershire sauce, which is from Worcester, and Worcestershire is the area. Loads of people can't pronounce it. It's not easy even for us Brits. Worcestershire sauce. But if you just say Worcestershire, it's all right. Andrew says drive directly to a police station and call them. Yeah, that's true. It's just sometimes don't know where they are, do you? That's a problem. But I would always say keep it busy, stay on the main road, all that kind of stuff. Good luck, Tony. Yeah. Jim's wishing you some love there. I like mustard. Yeah, well, Coleman's is English mustard. Oh yeah. Later, brother. Doctor's visit in a few. God bless you, Tony. I hope everything's all right, mate. And good luck, brother. We'll be praying. Of course, I got a little bottle in my cupboard. Ah, yeah, boy. Don't forget, every so often you got to give it a little thing. It was one of their things that they used to say was that more of it got wasted than used because most people put a big splodge on their plate, and it's so strong. It's like rocket fuel that you end up throwing most of that away. Um, Only on a hot dog. I have mustard and onions on my. Yeah, now if you put that on your hot dog in the same sort of levels as you would put hot dog mustard on, you wouldn't be able to eat it. It would blow your head off. It's literally fire. And it's not that kind of hot that you get with chilies. It's like a different hot. I can't spell either. Don't worry, not a lot of us can. It's all good. Don't look through my titles of all my old videos with all the spelling mistakes. Yeah, Miranda is going to pray for you, Tony. Rasco and Disco, it's Disco in the house. If you're being followed, the best thing is to stop, get naked, and confront them with a camera. They will think you are crazier than they are, and they'll leave you alone. Not official advice. That's not a bad shout. I wouldn't recommend ladies do that, but for the guys, yeah, probably. Yeah, I think that would be. You could probably freak them out that you're a bit more mental than they are. Who isn't driving without their handheld GPS these days? The smartphone. Well, that is true. What happens if it's flat though? Ah, now we're hypothesizing, Andrew. Lol. Um, yeah. Disco, yeah, I'm having a cheeky Monday beer. I have done so much stuff today. I have accomplished more than I needed to do. And so there was one beer left in my fridge. And I've decided, being that I didn't have any drinks over the weekend. Did I? I'm just double checking that I didn't. No, I didn't. So I'm going to have one. So I'm just going to have this. It's juice Forsyth from Brilliant. I'm quite enjoying it, to be fair. Very popular in Hawaii, mixed with soy sauce. Dip your noodles or dumplings and then prepare to have your nostrils properly used. Mate, I've never thought of that. Why have I never thought? I love soy sauce. I've got I get through a bottle of dark soy sauce like every month without fail. I get Nissan noodles or ramen or whatever you call it. Always buy them if I can get them because they're really nice. The sesame one and the beef one are the best. And then sometimes I whack a little bit of soy sauce in there just to give them a bit of a rah. Although Kobe used it the other day, not realizing how strong the dark soy sauce is compared to the normal one, and he couldn't eat his food then because he put too much on. But yeah, soy sauce with a bit of English mustard. That sounds proper. We would say that's mustard, that is. And if you say that as a southerner, Disco will agree with this. If you said something's mustard, it means it's really good because mustard's really good. I second Rasco's plan. Andrew, we're going somewhere now. I feel like we need to contact Oreo. We need to tell him to get naked, and then show that person following them who's boss. Or just pick your nose. Yeah, you could do that. That would definitely get a real. Do you know what happened to me years ago? So I was in a traffic jam. I was near Liverpool, and it had taken us a back road because the motorway was shut, and we'd been there for ages. It was a hot summer's day, and I was in my van, had the window down, my old van, and I was like, oh, you know when you there's something, and it's like up here somewhere, like near your eye, and you're like, and I went like that, and there was like something there, and I went, "Dunk," and I felt it come from like up here, and I pulled it out, and it was like a crispy bogey about that long, and I was like, like that, and then I looked down, and there were two women in this car, convertible TT. They were just looking up they were so horrified, and everything in me wanted to eat it in front of them, but I thought no. I once saw two girls who really thought that they were cool in a convertible Peugeot at McDonald's get the McDonald's, what do they call them? Serviettes, and wipe their sweaty armpits and throw them on the floor outside the car. I thought, you dirty, horrible girls. Anyway, I'm just going on now. It's got nothing to do with the convoy, but I feel like we need to do that. Or you can scratch, they will run for sure. It's true. It's true. I put Worcestershire sauce in a shot glass and sip it. Jessica, are you all right? Like you put Worcestershire sauce in it, like just on its own? Nah. Like we have Worcestershire sauce flavored crisps. We have some called Seabrook. There's a company in Yorkshire called Seabrook Crisps. Really good. And they do with Lee and Perrin's Worcestershire sauce flavored crisps. But I don't know what it is about the crisps. There's something in those that I'm allergic to. It makes my tongue swell up. Weirdly. Strange, isn't it? It tastes nice. That would be interesting. It would. Strange, Jessica. Interesting as well. Can you imagine if you were in a bar and you just handed that to somebody as a shot? God damn it. Just so cruel. Good shout, Jim. I made fake chow mein with that very method just this evening. No way. I feel, is this something everybody's been doing for ages, and I just didn't know that English mustard with a bit of soy sauce is a thing. Cheers, Andrew. Who here besides me drinks pickle juice? Hands up. I do. I love when you've had gherkins and then got a little mustard seeds and a bit of dill in there, and then oh, it tastes amazing. I'm sure it's not good for you, but it's amazing. It is awesome. Jim, I love to drink. See, look, we're all at it. We're all dirty pickle juice drinking dirtbags. I feel like I need to create some emojis for this going forwards. I will do that. And then if people are channel members, we can just put out like pickle juice drinker. I feel like that should be a thing. I got pickle juice beer in the stat. No. I don't know whether I'd want it in a beer though. I like it on its own. Well, it could be a thing. Food is just a way to put sauce in my mouth. Oh, be careful who you say that to. Oh, that's hilarious. Is Worcestershire sauce your favourite sauce? What's your favourite sauce? That's funny. This is amazing. Jessica, have you ever seen Sweet Baby Ray's barbecue sauce? And on the neck it says the sauce is the boss, and then in brackets it says sauce boss. Jessica, you're the official channel sauce boss. Definitely. I have some pickle juice in the fridge. It's good on grilled cheese with Miracle Whip. What's Miracle Whip? I have no idea what Miracle Whip is. Just give a hoot and don't pollute. That's funny. That is funny. It's so good. See, look, we're all pickle juice drinkers. What the heck? Does it? I know a story of a guy that my mate used to work. I could be an old wives' tale, but he ate a lot of pickle stuff, and he had pickles every single day, and he ended up having a stomach ulcer and poisoned his own blood with the pickle stuff and died. So maybe it's one of those things. In moderation, it's probably not bad for you. Miranda says, this chat has gone really wildly different from talking about what happened at the end of the convoy to now. Do you or do you not drink pickle juice? Poor dirt farmer's like, what the heck? What have I walked into? I barely. Oh, I'm covering my eyes. The cringe. The cringe. Oh man, poor dirt farmer. I'm sorry, man. We've completely gone off tangent here. Jessica's laughing. We should now call her the sauce boss. Marantha's laughing at poor dirt farmer. Is pickle juice not just vinegar? Yeah, but it's got like now I couldn't drink pickled onion vinegar, but like excuse me, beer Bert's pickled gherkin vinegar. I feel like I'm on board with that all the way, especially if it's got all the bits floating in it at the bottom. Not if it's got chili in it though. Who else has been mugged off when you've gone to buy pickles and you end up with flipping cornichons? Who the hell eats those things? They taste like everything good in a pickle has been removed, and you get this thing called a cornichon. Foul. You feel like you've been looking forward to them pickles, and then you get mugged off. Sauce boss is laughing. Marantha's laughing. Teriyaki is my favourite. I like teriyaki. Chicken teriyaki. Very nice. Don't tell me you drink teriyaki in a shot glass. That is slightly odd. Pickle juice is part vinegar, water, salt, along with other spices. Yeah, pretty much. Miracle Whip is a type of mayonnaise, only a bit sweeter and good. Sweet mayonnaise. I don't understand. Why would you want your mayonnaise to be sweet? I'm trying to think of something like it. Well, I guess loads of sauce is sweet, isn't it? I get it. I get it. Maybe I should try some Miracle Whip. I shall Google this. Fine condiment when I get in bed tonight. I've got to be careful though. If I lay down to the missus and say, she'll say, "What are you looking at?" I'm like, "I'm looking for Miracle Whip." She'll be like, "I beg your pardon." I think I'm into some very strange things. Teriyaki chicken is supreme. Oh yeah. Disco's like, right, Jim. Cheers. It is. I like teriyaki chicken. Although I feel like teriyaki flavored stuff, teriyaki chicken, if you get it somewhere, is really good. If you get like teriyaki flavored things, they tend not to be that good. They just taste really garlicky. It's a bit like chocolate milkshake that I can't drink, but I like chocolate. Nim, someone killed themselves with pickle juice. Chat, relatable. Oh gosh, yeah, it's true. So this my channel has become something that I never thought it would be, which is very random, but I like it. I mean, we did a whole thing on one stream. We pretty much talked consistently about Bucky's because I had no idea what it was. I'm a nutter. We're all nutters. I love that, Andrew. That's hilarious. It's got pickling powder in it. The hell's that? Is that not salt? Oh, did any of you guys see about the pink sauce lady and the fact that with stuff like sauces and pickles and things, you can give people botulism? That's pretty horrendous. We've got pickled eggs, pickled Brussels sprouts on pickled Brussels sprouts. You've got to be out of your mind. I like Brussels sprouts, but pickled. Oh my gosh. I can't imagine the farts the next day after them. Made with vinegar from the brewery. They don't have pen and ink. Yeah, I bet they do. Couldn't get close enough to drink the juice. Oh my gosh. Oh, can you imagine if you went on a coach trip and somebody had them? You'd hate them, wouldn't you, for the rest of the coach trip? Marantha says, "Don't ask me what pickling powder is. I do not know." Well, no one knows. I don't know. You don't know. We'll never know. Pickling powder. There it is. Try Duke's mayonnaise. Have you seen me Dukes of Hazzard? I've got Dukes of Hazzard number plate up there. If I could be bothered to readjust the camera, I'd show you. But just there. C&H 320. And it says Hazard on it. No, I haven't seen that. Duke's Mayo. I'm going to have to look at this Miracle Whip because I can't look at it in the house. Is this something I should be Googling? Because if it is anything else, you know. Oh, right, there it is. Never seen that before. Never, ever seen that before. There is an article on it, though. What's the difference between mayonnaise and Miracle Whip? It says, I have to share this with you because I feel like we're going on a journey again together. No, I don't care about you growing up. I just want to know what the difference is. Right, they're practically identical. Mayonnaise, eggs, soybean oil, vinegar, but there are a few more spices and additional ingredients that mayo doesn't contain. Blah, blah, blah. So what? Right, we've got a third of the way through. Nobody knows. Well, to start with, Miracle Whip isn't considered mayonnaise at all, but it does meet the requirements to be a mayo. It contains a minimum of 65% vegetable oil by weight, and Miracle Whip doesn't cut it. Plus, Miracle Whip has sugar, paprika, and garlic powder. So those are the only things that it has. It was Kraft. Right, I'm going to have to try that out. I'll give it a go. You'll like my... look, I love this. There is one on here that made me laugh. Where is it? This one. I wonder if I'm sharing my sound. Am I sharing my sound on there? Yeah, I am. Oh, hang on. Present. You'll like this. Share screen. Share. This one. I found this. It makes me very happy. Childish, but it's great fun.
I got hairy legs that turn blonde in the sun.
Sorry, couldn't help myself. I've seen them use powder to pickle pickles before. Are you sure that was powder and they weren't smuggling cocaine? That's all I'm answering, Marantha. I only know about Miracle Whip Buckies from watching Jetlag, the game on YouTube. Them boys are funny. I'm gonna have to Jetlag. I've not seen those guys, but I'm gonna have to look. Miracle Whip lasts longer too. Tastes better to me. I had previously thought Miracle Whip was squirty cheese. Yeah, that's right. The cheese in America is so different to the cheese in the UK. Honestly, I feel like we do cheese better. But if you want really good cheese, the Dutch or France, like the cheese in France, there is like, you go to the deli counter, it's like a mile long of every cheese you've ever seen. In fact, we went to one supermarché in Paris, and it had a whole aisle dedicated to just squirty whipped cream. I took a photo, and in the Netherlands, there's a brand of whipped cream, and it's called Schlag. It's quite funny. Marantha's laughing at Rasco and Disco. Where did you find that? Yes, I'm sure, she says. Are you sure? She's sure. Where's Sauce Boss gone? She's gone for pickle juice right now. She's gone for sauce. She's literally, we can hear her scouring through the cupboards trying to find some sauce. She's like, oh, where is that Worcestershire chorizo? Mm. I like a bit of blue cheese, but not on its own. It's got to be like blue cheese on a burger or steak or. It's all making me really hungry. I need to go on a diet as well. And I came in, I said to Lydia today, I'm going to be really good. I'm going to start. I'm going to be good tomorrow. I came in and found a packet of M&Ms that I hadn't eaten that were in here from doing the live streams. And then I'm drinking a beer. So if she sees this live stream, hopefully she's not in the chat, I'm in trouble. My ex, our blue cheese, I couldn't stand being near him if he ate that. Yeah, it's a bit stinky. It's all right. How about on a biscuit? I'm not sure. I couldn't have it on its own. It'd have to be like with another cheese then. So we'd have to double up on the cheeses. Maybe like a Philadelphia. Do you have Philadelphia cheese? It's like a soft white cheese. Yeah, maybe a bit of that tiny bit of blue cheese on there. Just give it a bit of on a water cracker. Don't know if you have them either. Just about the driest thing you can ever put in your mouth is a water cracker, but a kind of weirdly nice taste. I don't know why. Disco, have you? What would you say? How do you explain a water cracker to somebody? How homemade cheeseburgers are better with Miracle Whip. Is this a tagline from them? Homemade cheeseburgers are better with Miracle Whip. Now available at your local supermarket for $2.53. I don't know. Also, what you call a biscuit, what we call a biscuit. I know Jim's actually. This is how much time Jim has spent around us that he knows that if he says biscuit, we know what a biscuit is. But what a biscuit is to Americans is nothing like a biscuit to what a UK biscuit is. We would say that is closer to a scone. In some parts of Yorkshire, there is a random tradition to eat a big slab of cheese and a slice of Christmas cake. Yes, there is. My father-in-law does that. I don't know why that's a thing, but it's rank. They also have their Brussels sprouts with bacon and vinegar on at Christmas. I'd never seen that until I moved to Yorkshire. It's always a red. Hello, mate. If anybody interested, Man City is now leading 2-1. Well, my boys will be happy, as they're the world's biggest Man City fans. Philadelphia cream cheese and hamburger instead of cheese. Yeah. Do you know, I haven't had that in ages. That's a good shout. Oh, this is making me hungry. I love a burger. Oh, that's my vice. I could be like Elvis and just die in the toilet eating a triple Whopper and cheese with bacon. Although, bacon in a burger. Right, I love bacon and I love burgers, but I feel when you put a bacon in a burger, it just overpowers the taste of anything else in the burger. That's, and I am the first to say that bacon is technically a condiment. Bologna or Bologne? Bolognese. I like both, really. I can't say I've got. Bologna, 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 a water biscuit is just really thin cracker that doesn't taste so much, but a cracker. Yeah, technically a cracker, not really a biscuit, is it? I guess. Okay. What about an air biscuit? I've let a few of them go. I haven't let any go whilst I've been doing this. It's quite fresh. There's some fresh air in here. It's beautiful in the spaceship, in the space shed. I'm actually in the basement of NASA. This is the only bit that they'll let me stream out of. I had planned to be editing a Canadian beer review tonight. But this cheese and pickle juice chat has got much more distracting. I'm sorry, mate. I'm nearly finished my beer. When I finish this, I'll finish the live, and then we can go. But you can go and make your beer review thing. Marantha can cook some more stuff and be very excited looking at a kitchen table. Jim will be letting air biscuits out. Always a Reg will be watching the footy. Andrew will be looking at our random chat with Paul Dirt Farmer. And yeah, it's going to be. That's us. I like bacon wrapped in pancake dip syrup. Bacon wrapped in a pancake. Ooh, not tried that either. Is that more like a pancake, like a crepe, than a pancake, like a Scotch pancake kind of thing? I love bacon with a little bit of Canadian maple syrup. Oh. I'm eating McDonald's. None of their burgers come with mayo. I love mayo on a burger. The Daily Double is only a burger with mayo. It's only in. I've never even heard of it. I didn't even know that was a thing, Jessica. Jessica, the sauce boss. Despite the way I look, I haven't had a McDonald's in a while. If I go to McDonald's, I'll normally, if there's a big tasty, I'll order a big tasty. If not, I'll have a Big Mac. Occasionally, if I'm feeling really exotic, I'll have a fillet of fish on the side. Just if I've got time, because they never have them things ready. NASA stands for Not a Space Agency. If you know, you know. Yeah, I know. I've seen all the thoughts on this one. It was more of an observation, not a complaint, John. Oh, right, okay. Which Canadian beer have you got, by the way? I'm multitasking tonight, John. I must be turning into a woman. Have you been drinking Bud Light again? Is that what's happened? Before you can go. Before you go, can you round out what's been going on with this chasing? It should be really exciting, but I missed why and what's happening. It was just the chase that's happening isn't really happening. I don't know if it is there's a chase. They're going to the Arizona border at the moment. And I was going to say something about really straight roads, but that Oreo's on a bend at the moment. I cannot get over how the roads just go forever. But the convoy is finished at this point, and they're all off on other side missions now. So yeah, that's where we're at. This was like kind of rounding it up, really. And then we got distracted talking about what started it. I don't really know. But we went on a journey into Source, really, and then we discovered that we have a Source boss in the chat. I have a Big Mac and fries. You're eating McDonald's as well? If I hadn't had dinner, I'd go and order one. Bud Light, not a chance. Go woke, go broke. I know that song as well. It's on my playlist. I can't play it with the kids around though. If I can't afford it, I'll have 2 cheeseburgers instead. Yeah, you can do that. You can whack them on top of each other, and then you feel like a king or queen. Surely, John, as a proper British subject, you must have a tin of solid bacon grease for your fried bread or scones. I don't have bacon grease, I'm afraid. What I used to do is at Christmas, I feel like this is a very British thing to do, but maybe it's not. But at Christmas, I would cook a goose and I would drain the fat off as you're cooking because the fat just like fills up. And all that fat I would then keep for the rest of the year and cook my roast potatoes that we would have for Sunday lunch with that goose fat. So that's kind of, where we're at. And a scone, or scone, if you're from the south, fastest cake in the world. It's scone. That was terrible, wasn't it? I'm sorry, Jim. Hoyle's Brewed Dark Matter, a dark ale, was given to me by a random Canadian up at the brewery from Victoria Brewing. I feel like I've had something from them before. What did I drink of theirs? Do you know, I'm sure I've had one of their beers before, and I cannot for the life in me think what it was. One of them truckers is going to be bringing my chairs. It's true. Somewhere in that, like one of those or one of them, somewhere, it's got your chairs in. For sure. I love to use bacon grease. I refer. I don't, like. I have never. I don't know. Bacon grease. I don't. It's not. Is it a thing here in the UK? I don't think it is. I don't think. I don't know of anybody that uses it. By the way, John, I haven't forgotten what you messaged. I have put Insta back onto my phone. I cut down all social media, but I totally concur after looking at what you alerted me to. I know, right? It's crazy. Oh, and if you're watching, I'm sorry that Lord's Brewing Company social media sucks now. It's not me doing it. It does suck, but it's not me. It's not me doing it. My parents put bacon grease in everything, including spinach. Oh, I like a bit of spinach. Yes, laugh out loud. Ah, yes. I imagine they mean lard. Is that bacon grease? I don't know. What's lard? Let me find out what lard is made out of. Because we haven't used lard for years. Let's find out. Let's have a look. That was Joe Biden saying his butt's being wiped. Lard. Ingredients. It is made from pork. Yes. So lard is bacon grease. There you go. Can you hear that when I play that? Just out of interest. Just need to know. Asking for a friend. It's too good. It's just too good. Makes me laugh every time.
I got hairy legs that turn blonde in the sun. In the sun. I got hairy legs.
Oh, it's on loop.
Legs that turn blonde in the sun. In the sun.
Sorry, I've got to stop doing that. You only need a tiny spoon of bacon grease. It doesn't take much to put on your spinach. Do you mean? I'm going to finish this beer off. Oh, no, I mean real bacon grease, that real stuff. I'm with you. Maybe I should collect said grease. Oh, Marantha. Disco. Always a red. All the legends. Jessica, the sauce boss. That sounds very southern and good. I have finished my beer. I'm thinking of something profound to say. Not to be confused with lardons, which is ready diced bacon bits for when you can't be bothered to dice bacon. Maybe the two are connected. It could be a thing. Yeah, lardons are a bit weird, actually. I can't even remember the last. Oh, we have bought some. They're good for like if you want to put them in, like I don't know, tagliatelle or tagliatelle, as I say a lot. Yeah, tagliatelle. Tagliatelle is beautiful. Tastes like I was in Italy just yesterday. My mum kept it on the stove in a bowl with a lid and a small spoon. Well, there you go. There, See, different generation. They used to use things, say things, keep it going. Yes, Mum was born in KY, Kentucky. That's where the guy with the wee beady eyes is from. That's the chicken. I can now cook some food, southern food. Oh yes, yes. Use like a lard. Yeah, yeah. Same thing. Right, you wonderful people. I've really enjoyed this live stream, although it's been very short. And I'm sat here with my polish, which is really random. I didn't know it was still on the table. And my friend Bert Reynolds. He was very proud of me for doing the live stream because I was tired. But Bert just fell over. Sorry, Bert. I think the trucker convoy, well, it wasn't a trucker convoy in the end, but it was a very successful convoy of over 7 miles of vehicles and brought amazing coverage to the border and what was going on. And I think it did what it needed to do. And all those people, I wish them the best in the world. And I hope that they're blessed from doing it. So, on that, I will be back, no doubt, to do another live stream. Maybe it'll be tractors next time, the way it's going. And I am going to be looking at all sorts of stuff that's coming up in the world of automotive. I might delve back into car theft again. And I am also getting my Class 1 HGV license. I'm just trying to sort out at the moment whether I can film that or not. So quite possibly in a few weeks, you'll see me filming from a large European truck. So who knows? And I say goodbye to everybody in chat. Thank you for joining us. Disco says, cheers, Nim. Have a great week. Cheers, all. Rantha says, I don't use lard. And Jessica, the sauce boss, says, yes, use like lard. And it's been an awesome live stream. I thoroughly enjoyed it. Love you all. See you on the other side. Stay golden, my petty poires. Cheers, Andrew. And Andrew, I love that. I think that has to be one of my favorite comments of the night that you put out there. Love you all. And let's not forget Tony, who's going in for an operation this week. So, yeah, if you can remember him in your prayers, that would be appreciated. Au revoir.